Yeah, you're gonna get all
Spicy food, I can eat anything, and I'm fine. But wine, like.
I fucked my back up yesterday getting out of a car.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay, I'm only 32 and I'm already like fucking myself up.
You need some weed in your life, that's all you need.
I've only smoked a handful of times and I never got high. And it just hurt my lungs.
See, I'm an advocate of smoking, so we need to merge the two.
So together?
Two, we can cause some trouble.
You can smoke and I'll drink if you want to roll that way.
I didn't even know I could bring any. Like, I smoked with someone else while we were interviewing him.
Matt Barnes on Wine Walk, and he's drinking champagne and not the wine I selected because
I apologize.
Because you informed me a little late that you're a white wine.
I'm not, I'm either white wine or no wine.
The distributor that created this wine and revitalized the grape that was pretty much dead, and so they do things naturally in their own way, and they don't give a fuck how everybody else does it.
Okay.
They just do it
and
their
it
way.
tastes good.
And it tastes good. So I feel like this is you. You're gonna do shit your way.
That's a win.
Walking the streets of New York. Do your LA legs know how to walk?
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you forget?
I had to walk everywhere when I was little. I'm ready.
Get your feet to stuffing. See, we couldn't do this if we were in LA driving.
No. I'm more of an actually smoker than a drinker. I'll smoke 10 out of 10 times. Like I'll socially drink, and I drank a lot in college. But I choose cannabis over alcohol now.
Well, I mean, it's your own fault for not bringing it. You could have brought it. People in New York don't give a fuck.
They don't?
No.
I almost got caught smoking in a hotel one time here in the off season. Like they brought like 5 cops in there, and luckily I was able to hide everything, and I was good. But I thought they were
in New York?
Here, yeah.
Here's my question with the whole Derek Fisher situation.
Okay.
In a lot of like media rounds, you were almost painted as the bad guy.
Because I'm the bad boy, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You know, people that knew the situation, were close to the situation, knew that he was. I just look at shit different. You know, I think the only reason why that happened, why he and I got in a fight after that, was first because I didn't know. I wasn't tripping too much about him being with my ex-wife. Like, I divorced her, she's moved on, happy for you, whatever. But you're around my kids and staying with my kids, and that's where I had a problem at. You know, to me, you want to, you know, do whatever you do with my ex-wife, whatever. But once my kids are involved, I have to be informed. You know, you have to let me know, and it didn't happen. And
getting a phone call from your kid being like, guess who's here?
Right. So, you know, that we had a little altercation, but to be honest with you, he and I are cool now. We squashed it. You know, I told him where I was coming from. He explained his side a little bit, and we were fine. Like
after you beat his ass?
It wasn't really much of an ass being as I wanted it to be, because there were so many people at the house. There was like 15 people there, and every time I got on him, like people were grabbing me. So I only got a couple good shots in, but he was lucky that was the case, because it could have got ugly.
As somebody that has always been in the media, and even like you chose to be on reality TV. Are you a lunatic? Like what is actually wrong with you? You had your chance to like bow out a little bit.
There was a story. So I got out of it as soon as I got into it, from that standpoint, where it was a situation where I was playing with Shaq at the time. And Shaq's ex-wife and my ex-wife, you know, we were on the same team, so they were cool. And my ex had brought it to me. I'm like, hell no, hell no, hell no. And then Shaq's just like, you know, it's gonna be them getting outside of our shadows and raising kids and doing foundation stuff, and kind of just like, you know, give them a little bit of light. And I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't sound as bad, but I was still hesitant. So I finally let her do it, and then it turned into a fucking train wreck. So I kind of realized then that, because I used to, like, you thought that I basically opened my life up to the world to pass judgment and like and dislike, and so I can. About your own life. It took me maybe like a year or two to understand, like, I can't get mad at people because we let everybody in. It is what it is. Because I think there was a huge misconception about me to begin with. So what's another misconception? Who gives a shit?
Why is that? Why do people think you're such a dickhead?
I think because they see me for, you know, they saw me for 2.5 hours a night, and I was really, more than anything, if they would know, I was just loyal to my team and down for my team. Like, I was kind of like the protector, so to speak. So you fuck with my teammates, you fucking with all of us, you fucking with me. I'm good?
Everything
all right, chilling.
Okay.
You see, like, I'm like, the streets love me because I really feel like I represent them from a standpoint of just no bullshit, no nonsense, keep it real, and then work hard. Oh boy.
I'm going through some of your Instagram posts, and you're a big quote publisher, which I'm a big fan of. All right, so one of here that you posted, shit I used to trip on, I walk over now.
You know what I mean? I just think with, you know, with life experience comes maturity, being mad about everyone having a fucking opinion about my life.
All right, what about this? Never get mad at someone for being who they've always been. Be upset with yourself for not coming to terms with it sooner. Who is that about?
Ooh. Ooh, I can't say who that was. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. You know what I mean? Stop trying to make excuses or fall for excuses or even make excuses for these people. Like, if people are fucking stupid, they're stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but everybody wants to believe, well,
Right.
well, he didn't mean it, or it was just this one time, or...
And I think that's what that meant. You know what I mean? Stop when people like show you their true colors, believe them.
Sometimes life doesn't want to give you something... Wait, no. Yeah, that's right. Start over. I just fucked this up. Sometimes life doesn't want to give you something you want, not because you don't deserve it, but because you deserve more.
Words are... I go less for words and more with actions. You know what I mean? I can tell you how much I love you or this and that, but if I'm not showing you anything, what is, you know, like I said, it's just words. So to me, it's more, whatever the situation may be, it's just more about your genuine actions and how you portray them more than what you're actually saying.
You know what? I like you, Matt Barnes. I like you.